Hello friends, today we're gonna make earrings. This is my actual voice, so if I get any comments saying that I sound like a child, I'm gonna delete myself from existence. Anyway, back to the tutorial. Basically, you're just gonna wanna find an earring. Yeah, I've fucked this up. Okay, so anyway, earring, just name it whatever the hell you want. We stand. You wanna export that mesh. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't know what I'm doing for like half of this tutorial. It's very awkward. But that's okay because I am awkward. So yeah, basically export that base mesh. God, can you hurry up? Bruh, I'm so slow. Okay, yeah, and then you just want to find like something to turn it into an earring. So I like to go into the debug menu and just scroll until I find something. And I considered making this cookie into an earring, but then I was like, nah, maybe next time. So I just, can you please hurry up and pick one? Sis, please. Why am I so slow? I don't. Oh, and then I saw the grave and I was like, yup, that's the one. Halloween may be basically over at this point, but that's okay. Why is my computer so slow? I hate it here. Alright, so basically, here's me being a literal child for 20 seconds. Bruh. I like to think I'm funny. Anyways, you're gonna want to export that, and you're gonna want to export the texture. Can past me please hurry up? I'm bored. Okay, you don't have to save the package, but whatever. And so anyway, now that you've got all that, oh, my background, look at the cuties. I sounded like a freaking gremlin just then. You're gonna want to open up Blender. I use 2.77, so some things might be different if you use a different version. I actually have 3 versions of Blender. So anyway, you're gonna want to open up like the base earrings and go into edit mode. And basically this is when you just like mess around with them, like maybe separate the earring from the hook or whatever. I actually, because I'm just built different, I have a bunch of like hooks and stuff that are already pre-made, so I can just slap whatever the hell I want to on it. Um, and so, yeah, yeet. Um, yeah, so these actually aren't mine. They come from Great Soils, I think like Baby Yoda earrings, but she deactivated the B. If you're listening to this, please come back. I miss you. Even though we like never interacted. So basically, you're just gonna pin your mesh, and then you're just gonna want to play around with it, and just do the damn thing. And yeah, I personally like to use just the arrows because you could just use G and just move them, but I like it to be as precise as possible. And so you're just gonna want to move it wherever you want. Why didn't I speed this up? This is boring. I'm bored. Here's me struggling to properly place things. Sis, it's not that hard, please. Okay, so once you have that, then you're gonna want to just grab all of the texture, and here's me wigging out because the texture on this is weird, and I don't know why they made it like that. And just shove it all into a corner, preferably like the bottom left corner. It'll make sense in a little bit. You don't have to, it just makes it easier later on. Delete the transform bone. Wait, you don't need it. Delete the UV1. You don't need it. And then you're gonna want to mirror your mesh. You don't have to, like if you don't want it to be the same on both sides, but it just to make sure it gets like as symmetrical as you can. You can also do it by hand and just duplicate it. I don't know. That's you, bitch. And you're just gonna want to join them together and select the whole thing. And this is when you're gonna take a break and go do your texture. So you're gonna need like some 2D photo editor. I have Photoshop. And now we wait and stare at this fucking bitch with our teddy bear for 13 years later. Okay. I'm impatient, can you tell? That's why I don't like freaking early access Patreon, because I'll be like, oh my god, that's so cute. I have to wait 3 weeks. I hate it here. So you're basically just gonna take your mesh and put it in there, and then I sped this part up because just messed around. I didn't want it to be too low quality, even though it's an earring. And then basically just me speed running, making all the meshes. And then I decided to get fancy with the curves tool because I'm just cool and curvy. I don't know what I'm doing here. I was about to say I promise I'm not this awkward in real life, but no, I think I'm even more awkward in real life, so there's that. We've only been here for like 6 minutes. Wow, anyway, this is me. Yeah, I had to download a new software to do this. So this is me trying to figure out how the fuck it works. What do we do next? Oh, we open up Blender again. There you go. And then you're gonna input texture. I ended up making 8 because I'm just built different. Take a shot every time I say built different. I'm just gonna make sure that your hook is already nice and good and in there. That's what she said. I hate it here. I'm a literal child. I am a literal child. I'm a minor. Goes awkwardly silent. So yeah, you're just gonna wanna fuck around. This is me trying to figure out where the random rectangle came from and just putting it in a random spot. Also, what she... Oh my god, I'm about to mature as a fucking 4-year-old. So you're going to check with the UV1 and just make sure it's like 2 random ass dots. That sounds so weird, but yeah, it's meant like so it looks like that, just like 2 little boopity boop things, and they're both sort of like out of the box. It's and then yeah. So for weights, you're gonna want it to be for the lower lip or whatever the fuck it is, you're gonna want it to be all blue, and then for the head one, you're gonna have to be all red. Sorry, this is going so fast. Why did I go so fast? Hang on. And then yeah, so you should be good. You just made an earring. Congrats. And then I'm gonna speed run making the LODs, the level of details. I don't know how other people pronounce it in their head. Basically, I want to go to decimate. I do 0.9 for level of detail 1, 0.8 for level of detail 2, and then 0.7 for level of detail 3. And you can like decimate it and do 0.9, then like undo whatever. Just this is sort of the part where you figure out how you feel the best doing it, and it's going to be different for every mesh probably. Because you want to decimate it, but you also don't want it to be decimated and fall apart. So then you're going to open up the Sims 4 Studio, and this is basically where you're just going to import. You're going to need a base game earring for this, or else it's going to have a pack requirement. So I just used the ones from earlier. Put in your texture, remove the specular map, and you can make your own. You don't have to. I don't. Yeah, because it's different earrings. Anyway, so then you're going to put in your meshes and all your different textures that you made. You can also do like the rest of the texturing here if you want to. Yeah, here's once again me speed running, putting all the graves in there. I probably could have decimated the graves a little bit more. But yeah, this you're also going to want to do your categories, make sure it's disallowed for random unless you want just the most whack dress townies you ever had. Once again, I'm awkwardly silent because I have nothing to say. I swear, I go like 13 miles a minute one time, and then the next I'm as slow as a snail. And this is as fast as my editing program would let me make it. Okay, so then you're going to test it in game. We have Pretty Sim. You're going to want to spend forever looking for it, and this is me just getting distracted. So it's probably going to mess up with some eyelashes. It does that. I don't really think there's a way to fix it. And then you're just going to want to mess around with sliders. So, like, just absolutely whack them and make sure everything's good. Congrats, you just made an earring. Good job! Yeehaw.